I'm not a broad expert. I come to AI from the cancer diagnostics world, but in that regard, I have certainly taken the time to learn as much as I can. I think without a doubt it's going to play an extraordinarily important role. I just think in the healthcare world, it is going to play an extremely important ancillary tool to allow physicians and nurse practitioners to maximize their effectiveness to the benefit of the physicians.
AI is, for example, the best things in science, actually, because thanks to AI, we can understand the brain of human. The application is very amazing on every sector. You are not necessarily the ability to understand the domain of the subject, but with artificial intelligence, you can give a solution for everything.
There's nothing more powerful than the human spirit. So I believe that the future is unknown. It would be arrogant to sit here and tell you the future, but I am fundamentally optimistic about the future. And I know the future is going to be defined largely in part of how we adopt and use machine intelligence.
I suspect that virtually everyone here in the room today, here in the room this morning, or watching the show at home has had the shock and anguish of hearing from a close friend or loved one that they were diagnosed with advanced cancer. The prognosis is usually bleak. The treatments are typically toxic, rarely effective, and quite expensive. But what most people don't appreciate is that cancers, by and large, are not lethal, with few exceptions. Metastasis is lethal. In lung cancer, the #1 cancer killer in most of the world, the 5-year survival rate for an early stage tumor is close to 90%. On the other hand, if you wait until that cancer spreads, metastasizes, that survival rate plummets to 3 or 4%. Our mission is to help bend the curve of cancer mortality in North America and around the world through early detection. Our approach is very unique. We take large data sets from parts of the world where cancer screening is common, most particularly the Far East, and improve them using machine learning algorithms. Right now, our products include a blood test for the early detection of lung cancer and an algorithm that is now available in the United States and will be available this summer in China, which has the largest lung cancer population in the world because of heavy smoking and air pollution, and will soon be available also in Japan. What we do is we take biomarker values using the standard biomarkers that they test around the world, combine it with clinical factors, age, gender, smoking history, prior diseases, and using machine learning, deep learning neural networks, artificial neural networks, we give a much more accurate determination of whether or not that patient has the likelihood of a cancer at that time, and we show statistically which cancers need to be followed up. The valuations of our close competitors, these are essentially pre-revenue, publicly traded companies, average about $120 million. That's about 5 times our current valuation. So we think there's a tremendous opportunity for relatively near-term liquidity opportunities for those that invest in our company. We are the first company to apply artificial intelligence, machine learning, to the type of cancer blood biomarker screening that is done literally tens of thousands of times a day, particularly in the Far East. So we have a very scalable business model. We really have a bi-disciplinary team. We have the cancer diagnostic side and the computer science analytics side.
Who's going to pay at the end of the day? Is your customer the consumer? Is it the HMO? Is it the insurance company? That's sort of question one. And question two, since it's so early in the process, I don't know I have cancer, what's going to motivate me to take this test in North America if we don't normally take the test?
The motivation, if I take your last question first, is to literally save their life. Right now, our model is direct to consumer, and we are finding that for the lung cancer test in the United States, about 80% of people who find us are willing to pay $149 out of pocket.
You didn't point out what was the purpose of the capital to put 2.5. What do you need it for?
It's mostly going to sales and marketing. We are also working to bring the multi-cancer test, the pan-cancer test, to market. So those are the 2 main uses of the capital that we're seeking to raise.
Just a quick one. You said you have global patent?
Yeah, we have we have patent protection right now issued in the United States and pending worldwide for the algorithms. We have a number of issued patents, but specifically for these algorithms, it's right now mostly pending worldwide.
All right, thanks for
Sure.
the presentation.
Sure.
And we'll be meeting in the boardroom to let you know what our conclusion is.
My name is Andrika and I'm here to present Alta Robotics. So, what's the problem? Data acquisition and in warehouse industry is very difficult and costs a lot of money, time and some for guys and for working on it. Data acquisition also in agricultural fields for farmer take time, and satellite imagery is very expensive. What's the solution that we provide? Mobile robots for data acquisition, drone imagery for farmers, and artificial intelligence as a service for personalized data analysis and very accurate prediction. The solution is 2 kinds of mobile robots. The first kind of mobile robots that's called Alta One is like an electrical scooter with a screen where every people can enter immediately data and send it to the cloud. The second kind of mobile robot is a drone. The drone can take a picture which will be analyzed on the cloud by artificial intelligence. Market for robots in warehouse is expected to be valued at $44 billion. Drone, 864 million, and for the future, 4,209 million in 2022. Our main market is emerging countries. For example, Latin America, Africa, Thailand, Vietnam, and extends Canada, US, and France. We ask $300,000, and the main domain is research and development. Thank you for listening.
For me, I'm not clear what's your unique value proposition compared to Watson. I think you're going after some really big markets, and I'm not understanding why you're asking for $300,000 for those big markets that you're going after.
So 2 questions. So what's your basic, I'll tell you what I heard. There's data collection technology out there that's non-proprietary to use that everybody has in terms of the collection of data in terms of scooters and robotics and cameras. And you're going to take the data that anybody can collect and you're going to put it into your AI box. But I haven't really heard about that AI box, what it is, whether it's built or there's anything proprietary. So that's the first thing that an investor is going to want to know. The second piece of the puzzle is you said we're going to do manufacturing and we're going to do agriculture, but you didn't sort of show me the pain and who's going to pay. Why would a farmer pay for it? What's the kind of thing you can actually tell them and how it's going to really save them money? So I think you got to answer those 2 questions.
You should really pick one vertical. Like as a startup, either in manufacturing or agriculture, and just move there. You said in one of the charts that you have customers. Do you have actual customer and actual revenue?
Yes, not in Canada, but in Latin America and in Africa.
So how much revenue?
And it's a pilot project to try our product. We have not a clear revenue.
No revenue.
No revenue.
So you pre-revenue?
Yes, it's clear revenue. Yes.
Oh boy. Okay.
Yeah, I have nothing to say to you. We'll just talk to you in the boardroom. More than likely, we're not ready to. You're not ready for us at this point.
Hello, my name is Olin Hyde. I'm the founder and CEO of LeadCrunch. LeadCrunch is an intelligent demand generation platform that accelerates B2B sales. And as you know, demand generation is also called lead generation by some people, and it's a very crowded space, but it's one that we believe AI will completely transform. We must be doing something right. We're rapidly growing in a crowded market. We've been in market 10 months, and we've grown an average of 37% per month since launch. Last month, we did $203,000 of bookings, and we did over $500,000 in bookings in the second quarter. The reason is, it works. Our customers are getting a 300% improvement in lead conversion rates compared to competitors. Our customers include some of the biggest names in tech. The reason we're good is that we're solving the problem from a completely different perspective. The problem of B2B marketing is fundamentally, it's unpredictable and inconsistent. CMOs, their lifespans are shortening while their budgets are growing. They're under incredible pressure to perform, yet only 4% of them are actually using data-driven models to create demand. Our private alpha and private beta versions of our product had more than 1,000 companies sign up, and we did extensive studies on them to understand exactly what their problems were and have completely different insights on how we're solving those problems compared to other demand generation companies. Our insight is this: we use AI and proprietary data to optimize B2B outreach campaigns. And the results are, we're able to provide our customers with deep insights on who their customers are. We call that smart personas. Most importantly, we have a rebooking rate above 100%. We believe we're building a $100 million company in less than 5 years. We're on track to beat these estimates.
How much money do you need?
How fast do we want to continue to grow at this pace? I'm answering your question with a question. We are within a month of operational break even. We've got a year of runway in the bank. We would like to raise, we'd like the market to tell us what we're worth and raise appropriately. We believe that if we raise $5 million or more this year, we'll be able to reach $20 million in revenue in less than 24 months.
I am intrigued with what you do. And apart from figuring out the amount of capital to invest with you, there is several different things that we can offer in helping you to market better through our channels. We'll talk to you further in the boardroom about how I'm thinking about how we're going to be working with you.
Fantastic.
In 3 different ways that I foresee. We were impressed with your presentation. There's a couple of things that we want to, first of all, address, and that is the 2.5 million that you were requiring. We want to take a look at how you would go about using it, first of all. Prior to us doing that, we wanted to have you approve the model of having a user pay that 149 that you were talking about for the actual service that you would provide. Once we've seen that being proven, we can then look at how we could we can come in and participate with you. At this stage, however, we're just not too sure that there is any security for our capital. Okay. That's the biggest challenge that we're having.
May I suggest maybe a possible structure that might comfort you? And I don't know what if we had proven our self-pay revenue model to your satisfaction, what level of investment would you be comfortable with, if I may ask?
We could do the 2.5. It's not an issue.
Okay. Could I then maybe propose the following arrangement? What if you were to take 10% of that? Just pick a number, 250,000. Do sort of a first tranche. We agree on a set of terms. Give us a period of time. We mutually agree on a set of milestones. We negotiate a reasonable timing and numbers and so forth, and then you would then invest the balance.
Are you doing the right thing by even playing in the United States or playing in Canada? Or shouldn't it be betting the majority of your time and efforts in China?
I think that clearly China, Korea, Japan will be easier for us to penetrate because, once again, we are improving something that they're already doing and have done for the past 10 years. Yeah. And your point is well taken. Even if, hypothetically, we were to fail miserably in North America, what we're doing in the Far East by itself will give you the returns I think you're looking for.
I like this proposal. Percentage of what we were willing to invest anyways, and then take a look and see what kind of rate of return is doable. And subject to some due diligence stuff, I think that we have a deal.
Great. All in all, I had a real good day. I was pleased with my reception by the judges. I think we are close to coming up with a transaction that will be very good. It'll be a win-win. So all in all, I think I had a really good day.
Okay, so a few commentaries about your presentation. It was very weak. You know that, right? Yeah. And there's a lot of errors in your PowerPoint presentation that hurts you a little bit when you're in front of a group of people who want to invest and you're not able to communicate so clearly what it is that you're up to. So that's because that hurts you. We can't invest because there's no certainty of the kind of return that we would get. Now, said that, what we want to do is we want to help you, just because you are a really good guy, and I believe that you have something that's worthwhile to offer, and it's a shame that it would be not seen by the world because something that's so fundamental that could have been solved.
General advice, when you have limited resources, you can't try and conquer the world. It's better to say, here's what we're going to do, and here are the other opportunities. You pick where to focus. You seem to have begun in the agricultural world. It's a huge opportunity. Figure out agriculture and say, once we figure out agriculture, there's also opportunities for factories, because you don't have enough time, money, and resources to figure everything out. Try and find the lead examples and show that it works. And it's all about how you're going to make the money or save the money versus what you're going to charge them.
My invitation is one of the mistakes I consistently see with entrepreneurs is that they're very technical about what is it they offer, and they don't have the sales presentation part of it. My invitation for you is get somebody who does the presentation part of it really well, hire them for the day or get them to be a strategic partner for something. And that's just my invitation. A lot of people coming here consistently, I see they bomb the presentation because they're just not good at it.
8 billion acts of innovation was a great experience for me because it was an opportunity for me to speak with a couple of investors based on artificial intelligence and give a real feedback of what happened in my business and what will be go forward for the future.
The fact that you've got that AI component makes you stand out.
Right.
And I know 6 other companies that are either doing that or getting into that or whatever else, so it's going to become really complicated. So one of the other things we want to do is we've got a partnership division, Jody, that we want to really look in your company and help introduce you to bigger organizations fairly quickly to help you gain market share.
We would love
To help you on that sales and marketing side of it, for sure.
That's
Thank
it. That's the thing that we can bring the most amount of value to you at this point. Then based on that, we can take a look at what kind of capital you're going to need to get going.
Sure.
At this point, I don't want to put any capital with your company just yet.
Okay.
Because we want to give this a shot to see how we're able to bring more value very quickly. I think that we could end up having a good partnership. What you have as a model for revenue is smart.
Yeah,
It's
thank
clever.
you.
It's very clever.
Yeah, it's working so far.
Yeah. So why break it? So yeah, let's have our legal teams get together, iron out the details, and then we start.
Okay, fantastic. I'm really grateful for the opportunity.
Yeah, thank you so much for being here.
Let's go make some money together.
All right, let's do it.
All right, thanks.